Oh my gosh, it is so hot. Hi friends. Every time we meet, I always feel like I have brand new hair to show you. But yes, it does look like I crawled out of a Lisa Frank poster. Thank you again, Headmistress Hair. If you are in Vancouver and you like cool hair, go check her out. You will not regret it. Anyway, so I just got a fresh cut and I wanted to sit down and say hello to some of my new subscribers and also revisit this bad boy. I decided we're gonna do a Get the Most Out of Your palette with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Alyssa Edwards palette. I thought that would be a really good idea just because I couldn't just show you all of the majesty and glory in just one video. There's just too much to explore. And today we explored a little bit with some blue and some yellow, some neutrals, and it was really fun. So if you want to know how I got to this point, and if you also want to know how many times I complained about how hot it is today, then just keep on watching. Gosh, I think that is everything, but I'm actually just too hot to care. So let's get started. It's already so warm in here. We're gonna hop straight into the eyes because you've seen me do my face about 1,000 times. So with look number 2, I really wanted to do something that utilized the yellow and the blue because my Patreon supporters chose yellow and blue for my next look. So gotta give the public what they want. If you wanna know how you can help choose my next look, just hit the Patreon link down below and maybe you could be a part of the next poll. Of course, we are priming as always. I've been seeing this a lot lately, but I've been seeing lots of neutral eyes with pops of yellow on the lid. And I wanted to give that a whirl because this palette feels like it would be the perfect palette to do that with. And we're gonna start with the color HOE. Just because it is quite neutral and it does have kind of a yellowy undertone to it, so I feel like these neutrals will complement the yellow quite nicely. I want to keep this look fairly simple. So I'm just shading my crease, stamping it in first, then blending it out. I've already used this color. I've used most of the colors in the palette by now. The only ones I haven't used are like the black and the white. I really like this shade for my crease. It's like a really good neutral. I think I want to keep this sort of a rounded shape today. Yeah, okay. And then I'm going to go into back rolls further deep in the crease. Tucking it high up into the socket because we are going to cut the crease later. And I'm gonna wiggle that far into the lash line as well. I think the last thing I want to do is just take a little bit of back rolls again and just tuck it even tighter into the outer edge just so that it's nice and opaque. That was pretty painless actually. If you want to just do a quick like one and done smoky eye and throw on some metallic eyeshadow on the lid just like with your finger really messily, like that's one and done. Like that's a look complete in like 10 minutes. Well, for one eye, so. But just to make this video a little longer and to just give it a little bit more interest, I'm going to cut the crease. Also because I enjoy torturing myself. I do. I'm gonna use the Catrice Liquid Camoflauge. I have a feeling this will be a good one to cut with. Now, if only I could ever find the gosh darn brush. That will work just fine. Here comes the fun part, trying to pack on this shadow for dear life. We're gonna go immediately before this gets too dry into Brick Road, which I have been really looking forward to. I feel like that's not bad for not using like a yellow base to cut with. I mean, matte eyeshadows are always so much harder to pack on than metallics. So I'm pretty darn impressed. I think that's good enough for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to blend these two lands together with this gold metallic called Inspire. And this one I have used before and it is straight up just gold and it is gorgeous. And then take a little bit more back rolls. I really wish I had is a brown liquid liner. Well, I guess the solution to that would be to use the palette, I suppose. All right, I'm gonna take an angle brush, dip back into back rolls. Let's see how this works. not bad. It's actually working not so bad. Okay, and then I think to finish off the line, I'm actually going to go into this yellow liner I have from Colourpop. It's called Make Love, and I'm actually going to ombre this into a yellow liner. Took a couple layers to build up, but like, that looks pretty sweet. Let's finish up the eye. So I still want to incorporate the blue somehow. I think I'm just going to do a really smoked out blue lower lash line. And hopefully that will look not crazy, but we shall see. So we're going into Dream It and packing it underneath the eye. I think this is the first shade I am experiencing fallout with. It's taking a while to build up the opacity that I want, but we're getting there. Alrighty, I think that is good enough for now. I'll worry about the fallout in a second. I'm just gonna line the waterline with my Colourpop cream gel liner in the color Punch. Okay, so a little bit more avant-garde than I had imagined this evening going. I'm just gonna tight line in brown. So I am going to catch myself up on the other eye, do my lashes, my mascara, and then we will zoom all the way out and we will finish the rest of the look together. It is not symmetrical, but when is it ever? So this is the eyes all complete. I just threw on Rouge and Rogue Luminaire lashes. They're my go-to when I don't know what to put on for lashes. So before I sweat all of this off, let's just keep going. We are almost done. All we need to do is a little blush, highlight, lips, and then that's it. So I think for blush, what I want to do is, I guess for the first time on camera, because I don't know if I've actually used this on camera yet, I picked up Melt's Honey Thief blush, which is really dusty, but it is so beautiful. It's like this perfect neutral peach. It's not super matte. It's got kind of a natural skin finish, but I love it. And when I'm just doing my everyday look, this is what I wear. It's not too over the top, but still so pretty. You know, it's like kind of neutral. It's got like a tiny bit of shine to it. It is like the dustiest blush. I think the only downside to that is that you lose some product inevitably. Apart from that, it is the perfect blush. I think I'll throw in some freckles to hide the fact that that is patchy as fuck. It's not the blush's fault. It's definitely my face being super duper sweaty's fault. Let's throw on some highlighter. You know the drill. Enhancing already what is glowing because of all the sweat. All right, now before this all melts away, let's spray her down. I switched back to all-nighter and I don't know how I feel about it. I was actually really starting to love the Mario Badescu facial spray as a setting spray just because of how dewy my skin looked after using it and also how like well my face wore throughout the day. I'm finding that all-nighter doesn't quite give me the skin-like finish that like I feel like I'm used to now, which is weird because this used to be like my go-to absolute die-hard setting spray. Forgot to throw this into the inner corner. I feel like that's going to really liven up this look. Definitely make it look a bit more polished. And I'm gonna throw it up here as well. Let's move on to lips. And I think I just want to keep that pretty simple. Do my sort of go-to neutral nude glossy lip. Let's not, you know, get too crazy here. Start off with Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in Beige Babe. And then using my versatile Chestnut Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil. Let's use Fenty Unbutton to fill the rest. As much as I like it matte, I think because of how dewy my skin feels and how hot it is in here, I'm like, I need to throw on a gloss because it feels like summer. So I'm going to throw on the So Juicy Plumping Gloss on top in the color NASA. It's called NASA. Just gonna throw on a couple of quick freckles. Always like to throw on a little bit of Fenty How Many Carats just at the end. Finish everything off. And if you think 2 highlighters is too much, just know that the other day I wore 3. And with that, I think we are done here, folks. I am about to sweat all of this off, so I'm going to keep it really short and sweet. This was actually a lot of fun to create. I know I say that pretty much in every video, but there are some videos where I am on the struggle bus a bit. Although this look seemed a little bit more advanced than I was planning on taking it tonight. I actually really like the, I don't know, the way it just sort of all came together. I really like the shape that I created and the contrast and the color blocking. It's all very satisfying to look at and to do, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Let me know what you want to see next from this palette. I'm anticipating I will get a couple more videos out of this palette just because of how versatile it is and how much I really enjoy creating looks with it. I did a very sort of theatrical stage makeup look with the palette while I was in a show, and I thought that might be fun to share with you guys. Also, I think this palette is super duper capable of doing just like your basic ass smoky eye. So I also want to do that for you. If that is something that you want to see, comment down below. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on this look. Let's run through the spiel. Here's a couple of ways you can help this channel out. 1, you could like this video. 2, you could comment on it down below. 3, you could subscribe if you haven't already. 4, you could check out the Patreon link down below, and if you want to become a patron of mine, that is the way to do it. Especially if you want to be involved in the creative process. I actually really enjoyed throwing out a poll for everyone to answer to, and this was the result. So you kind of get to become this direct link with my channel, and the more we grow, the more things I'm capable of offering to you guys. 5, you could follow me on other social media. My Instagram is Madelaide, the same way it is spelled here, and my Twitter is @madsuds, which is MADDSUDZ. All right, I'm going to take off this face and hit the couch. Isn't it funny how beauty YouTubers just put on makeup only to take it all off right away? Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Please be kind and be generous to everyone you meet out there in the world today, and hopefully I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.